everyone, this video is going to be lit because it is iEman. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the family. So for you guys today, we're going to be comparing and versing these three phones that I have on the table against each other. So we have the Samsung Galaxy the Galaxy Z Fold 3, and then we got the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and of course we have my daily driver and always will be the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Look how nice that phone looks, man. Looks so good. Well, it's my favorite out of all of them because of the shape that the phone is. Feels more like a phone. Obviously, looking at the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, it just looks like the Galaxy Note, which is just, I'm getting used to it slowly, but I'll pick this way over the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Then the Samsung Galaxy, the Galaxy Fold 3, I would choose this against both of this, but to be honest, yeah, I will choose it against both of these. I was gonna say, but the camera. To be honest, the camera on this Galaxy, on these two devices, the 108 megapixel cameras, they're good. They're like, whoa, 108 megapixel camera, beautiful, but the 40 megapixel that this punches is just absolutely phenomenal, out of this word. So yeah, I mean, I would sacrifice that 108 megapixel camera just to be on the 40 megapixel camera, because to be honest with you, the camera on this, some of the pictures actually look way more better than the S21 Ultra and the S22 Ultra. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm just gonna put it out there. Yes, it has more bigger pixel, but this just smashes it out of the park, to be honest with you. Take for example the iPhone 13s only have 12 megapixel camera, but they look so much more sharper and so much more quality than the 108 megapixel camera, which is just a bit weird when that camera megapixel count is so low. But yeah, anyways, that's my preference anyways. I would have this over all of this because of the way it looks, but I would have this over all of them because of how it is, because of, you know, the screen, the way it folds. It just looks cool. People will see it and they'll be like, oh, that's a cool phone, kind of thing, instead of your normal traditional phones. And yeah, it's just so much better to use. Not better to use, but it's just so much more fun because you got the big screen real estate, which is just absolutely awesome. You can do a lot more on it, which is just absolutely awesome as well. But yeah, this I would pick if I was at home, you know, if I had more of a laid back chill job. Say I was in the office, or say for example I was doing YouTube for as my full-time job, then I wouldn't mind, because I'll be pretty much going to the office, making videos every day, making videos every day, editing videos, and, you know, doing social media. And this will come in handy as well when it's if it's involved with social media as well. Checking out my stats, checking out everything on social media with my YouTube channel, and, you know, all that stuff. This would be really nice. Big screen real estate, like I said, so you can see everything a lot more bigger and it just looks so much better. But for what I do right now as my job, I can't be using this. I can't want to check the time and just open the phone up and do what I need to do, or say I want to text someone real quick. I don't really want to be texting with, you know, I don't really want to be texting with the small display up front there. Like, look how small, look how thin the keypads look. That is so freaking small. I don't really want to be doing that. I'm not saying the job I am in now is very fast paced, but, you know, it's just uncomfortable and unrealistic opening the phone up and, you know, texting quickly or whatever I need to do. This is just way more practical. Literally, you slip out your pocket, unlock it, and boom, 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 you're ready to go. And you lock it, put it back in your pocket, and you're all good to go, which is just absolutely awesome. And then the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Don't get me wrong, I've said good things about this device, and yeah, the device is very, very good. It's a nice device, but if you're a hardcore Galaxy fan like I am, you would be in the same boat that I am with the Galaxy S22 Ultra, especially if you don't like the Note series, or they look nice but you're not really a big fan of the Note series. And the fact they've implemented in this, a lot of people are probably in my boat. They're not very comfortable with it, but it's the newest phone and everyone and they like the Ultra series, and they just have to bite their tongue and buy it. Literally, that's like me. I had to bite my tongue, buy it, and just use it and try it out, and slowly it's kind of, I'm starting to get used to it slowly, but I mean, it's not really my go-to device if I was trying to buy a device, if you know what I mean. I mean, the only cool thing is you can literally stand it up by its own, which which is freaking awesome. And then the Z Fold 3, you can stand it up by itself. For the S21 Ultra, you can't really do that. But I guess it's one of the cool things that you can do with these phones anyways. But yeah, anyways, coming to comparison, the software of these three devices are pretty much identical. That makes sense. Yeah, they're pretty much identical. We have that 120 hertz refresh rate on every single of these devices. So we got the Bluetooth, we got the Wi-Fi, we got all the functionality that you'd get on each phone, on the phones. They're all pretty much the same. Software updates are pretty much the same as well. But where is quite different with these devices is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra performs way more better in low light with the camera. So when you're taking pictures or making videos, the low light quality, the low light technology in this phone is so much more better than these two phones. But then don't get it twisted, the camera on the Galaxy S22 Ultra isn't still amazing. I actually did a camera comparison with these two phones, the S22 Ultra and the S21 Ultra, and of course the Z Fold 3. And no word of a lie, the Z Fold 3 had a much more crisper quality picture than these two phones. Bearing in mind, this is only 40 megapixel camera and these two here are 108 megapixel camera. Now coming with these two devices, the only difference with the camera that I've noticed is that the Galaxy S22 Ultra, when it takes a picture, is much more sharper, a lot more sharper than the Galaxy S21 Ultra. And pretty much I saw the same situation with the Note 20, with the S20 and the S20 Ultra and the S21 Ultra. The newer one was a lot more sharper than the older one, and exactly what's going on with these two phones. The S22 Ultra is a lot more, the picture quality is sharper than the S21 Ultra, but the colors that you get with the S21 Ultra is so much more vibrant and so much more crisper than the S22 Ultra, which is a little bit weird because surely if you're designing a device, you should really make the device that is coming after your old device a little bit better in every aspect. So camera, software, hardware, the technology should be a little bit more better. But we're not seeing that much with the camera. The only thing that I think that Samsung has really dialed in a little bit more on the Galaxy S22 Ultra is the ability to take better picture in low lighting, and they made this kind of like a low light beast when it comes to photography or videography or whatever you need to do on that alongside that kind of thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the main differences between these two phones with the camera. But apart from that, the internal software is pretty much the same. And internal software for this is so much more the same. But the camera on this is a beast. The camera it might have only 3 cameras, and it might not be a Galaxy S series, because the Galaxy S series are always the best series that Samsung produces. But it does really punch in quite a good bit of quality with the camera and the photography and videography, which is absolutely awesome. It really does punch very well. And then coming to the main differences of these devices is obviously the design and the aspect of the devices. Obviously the Galaxy S22 Ultra is probably the widest phone out of all 3. Well, it is the widest phone out of all 3. Obviously it's meant to look a little bit like the Note series, and the Note series is a lot more wider because they want it to look like a Note, and that's what they've pretty much implemented with the S22 Ultra. It's a lot more wider than the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, and obviously it's a lot more wider than the Z Fold 3, which I mean, yeah, dreadful 3 is just in his own word right now. But yeah, like I said, built a little bit like the Note, and this one is built more like a traditional device with the more curved edges to it, which is very nice, especially when you're holding it. You know, you don't really have anything stabbing into your fingers or your palm like the S22 Ultra. The S22 Ultra is, yeah, quite a little bit quite sharp on the edge profile. So when you're using this device and you're holding it too hard or whatever, it does get a little bit, you know, annoying sometimes because of how sharp the edges are. So it's kind of digging into your fingers. But with this one, you can hold it as tight as you want. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to dig into your fingers because it's nice and, you know, rounded, which is really, really nice. And then obviously coming to the back of the device, we've got the camera modules. See how different that is. So they've taken the S22 Ultra. They've taken the approach of the Apple phones, the iPhones, with the singular lenses on the camera, and then the S22 Ultra, they've kind of all tucked it inside of this little nice they've got tucked it into this little nice, you know, rectangle kind of shape box, just flush being and it's flushed around the edges and the sides, which is really, really, really nice there. And then yeah, that's pretty much that. And then in the front is pretty much the same screen, the same everything. And then yeah, you got the hole punch cut out as well there for the front facing camera, which is pretty nice. And yeah, I'm just trying to notice and see if it's, yeah, they look about the same size. I think the S22 Ultra might just be a tiny little bit smaller, but not that much at all, which is pretty nice. But yeah, and then yeah, pretty much that's the main differences with these two devices. And then the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, obviously, this, like I said, is in its own word. It opens, it closes, it's got a big ass screen on the end when you open it up as well. It's very, very good for multitasking, and obviously there's a lot of screen real estate there. And obviously, like I said, it closes and opens. But yeah, and then the camera module as well is different as well. You got this nice rectangular, you know, look to it, and obviously you got your cameras in there as well. It comes out a little bit, but not as much as the Samsung Galaxy S22 and S21 Ultra. So yeah, it kind of, you know, there's a bit of play, but not as much play as the Galaxy S22 Ultra and the S21 Ultra. And coming to my favorite camera module, the one that I would rather have is the S21 Ultra pretty much all day long. And if you ask me what's your favorite camera module, I'll say the S21 Ultra. Not because I use it on a daily basis and I like it more. It just looks so much better and much more cleaner. And also the one problem as well that I noticed with the S21 Ultra is that if you're in a dusty room or you get a bit of fluff, dust flint, it traps itself around the camera module. So every single one, it traps itself around that, and it's quite hard to clean it out. You have to use like a cotton board and clean it up or something like that. But with this one, none of that. It's all one kind of built in one module. You just wipe it and that's it. It's done. Up the dust are pretty much gone. But yeah, and obviously this has the S Pen as well, which is a nice feature. I actually use this feature. I actually use it, to be honest with you. I actually use the S Pen sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much the difference. And also one difference I want to point out is the speaker grills on this this Galaxy Z Fold 3. Speaker grills are on top of the device, the top and the bottom of the device on the left hand side of the screen. You can see that over there. So as you can see, we got the, where is it? Alright, it's right there. So we got the top one over there, which is pretty cool, and then the bottom one there as well, which is at the bottom side of it. And the best thing about this is when you're obviously consuming any type of film or movie or anything like that, the best thing is that certain way you hold it, if you hold this device landscape with the speaker grills facing upwards, then it's fine, it's all good. But then if you turn it the other way around and the speaker grills are on your palms, there's a big change right there. your palm actually amplifies the sound, which is absolutely awesome. I don't know if this was meant from Samsung, but it's really nice feature. So if you're in a loud place, you can't really hear what's going on the device, you can literally just hold it, and literally the sound that comes out from the speaker bounces off your palm, and then it just makes it a lot more louder and just fills up, you know, you just get more volume out of the device, which is just absolutely awesome. I use that sometimes as well. And yeah, I've been testing it out and it looks awesome. I don't know if it's deliberate from Samsung or if it's just, you know, something that I've just found out. But yeah, anyway guys, that's been the video on the Samsung Galaxy S21, S22 Ultra and the Z Fold 3. That's my comparison. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications on as well, so you don't miss out on any video upload on this channel. And also, like the video, share the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace!